What's up, guys? We are back again, and today be talking about this thing right here, the Storm Arashi glide bait. I've been really looking forward to this thing. It's been on pre-order for months. I finally got mine in a couple weeks ago, and I'm going to share my thoughts on it. As you guys can see, I've upgraded the hardware. That's owner hyperwire size 4 split rings, a decoy egg snap size 4. I usually match up the split rings in the snap, and these are size 1 ST36. They come with these really thick, I think they're 2-aught VMCs from what I've heard. They're really thick hooks. Let's see, do I have any ST41s? No, I'm not laying around. Oh, I have some in the eye slide. Hold on. So here's ST41. These are 2X, and they're really thick wire. The VMCs are. I'm trying to get, can't really see nothing here, but really thick wire hooks. It's compared to an ST41 on the eye slide. But when I was testing this thing, what I really found interesting is this thing. I've heard that he tuned it. Brandon Polnick tuned it so you could burn it, and I did that, and surprisingly the thing, it tracks straight and true. Like, instead of having a slow wide glide, this is probably about how wide it glides, probably about 1 or 2 foot, which for this size bait is actually pretty wide. I was testing this thing against a negotiator, and it was actually gliding wider than the negotiator, only by about, I don't know, 6 or 8 inches, but it was still wider. But when I burned this thing, it would just tighten up. It would just go really erratic and fast, and it did not blow out. If you held your rod tip down, that thing was staying down there, tracking true, really fast. You could burn this thing almost like a bull shad or something. You could just burn the crap out of it, and it'll track true, which I think when you're getting those followers that are really hot in the bait, that'll really probably make them fire out and commit to the bait. The joint is triple hinge, which is kind of I don't want to say unusual, but it's unique. A lot of the baits, here's a negotiator, it's got a two pin joint. I don't know if you guys see, but it's 2 pins. Antidote, 2 pins. Let's see if you guys can see that there. 2 pins. I slide 185, 2 pins. This is a 3 pin. It's a heavier bait for its size. It's over 3 ounces. I think I don't really remember, but I think this thing weighs 2 ounces. About the same size. It's a little bit of size comparison for you. Pretty much the same size, but this thing is heavier, and I think the reason for that is it's a lot fatter. It's wider. The whole bait is wider as a whole. Here's the eye slide. You can see how much wider that thing is, and the weighting in here. There's from what I could tell, I'm probably gonna get one of the clear ghost patterns so I can show you guys. But what I believe is there's weights. You can kind of see them with the camera. I really can't see, but the camera picks it up. There's weights right here. There might be one. I don't really see any of the tail, but the sink rate, it's kind of on the faster side, which could be a good or bad thing. If you're pausing around cover, it's probably not. When I'm fishing around cover, I prefer the Antidote because it's got a super slow sink, and I've actually had instances where you kill it right next to a laydown or something, and you kill it, and that thing just slow. I'm talking this is about how slow it goes to the bottom, and it gives those fish time to come out and grab it. It sinks kind of like a head down position, kind of let's see if I can get it right. Kind of like that. Kind of sinks like that, and about that fast. It's still a slow sink, but it's a little bit on the faster side. Yeah, just the paint job is absolutely unbelievable. If you guys don't know, I am obsessed with the Arashi baits because 4 years ago now, I caught my PB on one of their square bills, the rattling square bill, which I believe has been discontinued. I still have quite a few of them laying around though, but that's not the point. you got the big eyeball on there, which I like. It gives the fish, like, it really helps them key in on it on the front. I put a decoy snap. These things come stock with a VMC snap. I don't really trust VMC. I mean, these are baits that you're going for giant fish, and I don't want anything to fail, so I switch out all my hardware. Switch out this, even like I might switch up this, but I'm probably gonna keep the stock for the test. That coming up. I really haven't had the right weather to film the test. It's been like freezing cold out, and the water's kind of been muddy, so we gotta wait for the water to clear up, and maybe we can get like a 50-degree day or so. That'll really, like, I don't really know when it's gonna be taking place, but it will be taking place, and you'll really be able to see just how good this bait is. And another thing I noticed was the tail. Like, this is a really flexible tail. Like, I barely touch that thing, and it moves, and I really think that helps it, like, enhance the action. It comes with a spare, and this bait right here is only like 38 bucks, which for a 7.5-inch glide bait, I definitely think this is one of the best glide baits on the market. The versatility you get with it, the rotating hook hangers, which means, like, a lot of you guys know that I double my split rings on all my swim baits, because it allows the bait, it doesn't allow the fish to, like, use the bait, like, to throw it. Like, if you take the negotiator, for example, this one has single split rings. Like, if you take it and that thing gets stuck, that fish could easily use that bait to, like, rip the hook out of its mouth and free itself, but not with these things. These things, I mean, this thing can swivel all the way around. This Okiwamisu, I chose this pattern because, like, if you guys follow Brandon on social media or any of the other Bass League pros, you know, Carl Jacobson, those guys have been using it. This is like one of their best colors, and they say that this looks a little bit like everything but nothing in general. It kind of looks like a bass, kind of looks like a bluegill. It looks like a whole lot of different things, and that's really, like, what I think, like, why this color works. It's like the light trout in river to sea. That's probably one of my favorite colors, and that bait, it just gets bit. I'm telling you, that light trout, it gets bit. It looks like a banana. It looks more like a chartreuse color than it does a trout color, but that thing gets bit. It doesn't really look like a whole lot like anything, but it kind of looks like everything. Like, you have the dots in there. I think here's a 168. You got one. It kind of looks like a bluegill, kind of looks like a shad. It looks like a lot like everything, and that's what they got here with the Okiwamisu. Here's the size comparison: 168, and then the Arashi. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. I probably will be getting more. Probably getting a rainbow trout, one of the green gill. That's another color I've seen on social media. A lot of thought went into this bait. I heard he took him like 3 years to build it, but definitely seems like he got it done here. And we're going to be putting this bait to the test on some big northern largemouth, hopefully next year. So that's pretty much it, and thank you guys for watching. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. I do a lot of swim bait related content, and we'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.